What's up guys, Cheetah here, and today I'm bringing you a 100% full game achievement walkthrough for When the Past Was Around. You can pick it up today for free with Xbox Live Gold, or you can purchase it for $8.49. I'm going to run you through the entire game and show you how to unlock all 20 achievements in under an hour. So this is a fun, easy, relaxing point-and-click adventure game. There are a couple missable achievements, but the game has chapter select, so you can mop up anything that you miss. So this is the prologue here. You can move your cursor around with the left stick, and you can interact with objects using the A button. First off, we need to click on the cage here, and then eventually we're going to click on the door, and we're going to head through. Next up, we're going to pick up the keys from the key rack on the wall here, and then from there we're going to click on the 2 pairs of shoes on the floor to nice and neat them, and then click on the rug to reveal a key. Pick up that key, and then click on the desk chair over on the left side. Interact with the desk drawers, and then on the bottom of the screen, click on the owl key and use that to open up the top drawer. Pick up the cutter inside, and then close the drawer and use the other key in our inventory to open up the second drawer. Click on the photo to unlock the Memoir achievement, and then from there we're going to back out, and we're going to use the left bumper to scroll over to the left side. Use the cutter in our inventory to open up the sealed box there, and then pick up the feather inside. And next up, we're going to click on the door and head through. Starting off here, we're going to click on the black drum set on the right side. That will reveal a key that we can pick up on the floor. And then from there, we're going to click on the 2 jars up top right here. And we're going to pick up the puzzle piece. And then we're going to open up the cabinet on the right side, pick up the owl, and then scroll over to the right side of the screen and click on the piano, and we're going to play Twinkle Twinkle Little Star. So imagine that the keys with the symbols are numbered 1 through 7. We're going to start off by playing the 1 key twice, so 1 1, and then 5 5, and then 6 6, and 5 again. That'll unlock the achievement. Again, that is 1 1, 5 5, 6 6, 5. That should unlock the achievement, and then we can back out and scroll over to the left side. Knock over the trash can and pick up the crank from the floor, and then from there we're going to click on all of the books on the bookshelf here, and that will reveal a number. Make sure you click on that number there a few times, and then we can scroll back to the piano, and we're going to play that number. Alright, so again, 1 through 7, we're going to start off with 1, 4, 3, 4, 6, 4, 1, and that'll open up the piano. You can pick up the puzzle piece inside and then back out, and we're going to scroll a little bit over to the left, and we're going to click on this little lockbox here, and we're going to unlock it with the keys. Place the owl inside on the top there, and then place the crank in to open it up, and you can pick up the puzzle piece inside. Then we're going to head over to the left and interact with the wardrobe here, and we're going to place the puzzle pieces from our inventory inside here, and then that'll open it up, and we can back out and pick up the feather inside. Now we can click on the door and head through. Alright, so we're going to start off on the left side of the room. We need to destroy all of the potted plants in the room here. There's one on the ceiling there, another resting on the stool. After you get those two, make sure you click on the outlet there to plug it in. Click on the button on the wall to turn the fan off. Click on the fan and pick up the clock hand inside. And then from there, we're going to click on the 2 cups just on the table here to reveal some bread. Pick up the bread and place that into the blender. Click the blender on to get the breadcrumbs. Pick those up, and then we can open up the window over on the right side. And we're going to place the breadcrumbs on the plate to lure in a bird. Click on the bird, and then open up the envelope and pick up the other clock hand. Next up, we're going to head over to the right side. Make sure you destroy the 2 potted plants on the ceiling, the one on the floor there, the one on the table, and then this one on the floor as well. Make sure you destroy all of them since later on in the game there is an achievement for destroying every potted plant. Then from there, click on the clock, place the small hand there, and set that to 7 right here. And then place the big hand to 15. That'll open up the clock, and then we can pick up the crowbar inside. Then head all the way over to the right side, and we're going to use the crowbar to open up this box here. And we can click on it, pick up the key inside, and then scroll back over to the left side near the window. We can click on the book on the little nightstand here, and we can use that key to open it up. Click on the book and pick up the feather inside. Alright, and now we can click on the door here to head through as usual. Alright, so in this section here, notes are going to appear on the screen. Make sure that you click all of them since there is an achievement for clicking on every single one of them in the game. So when a note appears, just make sure that you click on it. Alright, first off, we're going to click on the basket of flowers here twice, and then we're going to click on the box of chocolates and pick up the gem inside. And then we can back out, and we're going to click on all of the tombstones on the bottom of the screen here, and we're going to break all of them. I believe there's about 9 or so, and once you break the 9th one, that'll unlock the Requiem achievement, and then from there, we're going to place the gem from our inventory into the owl's eye up here, and then we can pull the switch on the owl's stomach to open up the door on the right side, and then we can head through. Next up, we need to pick up the wheel on the floor there, and then place that on the cog and spin it. Next up, we can click on the lockbox, open it up, click on the photo. Now we're going to click on the red box on the table, and we're going to open it up and pick up the cutter inside, and then we can back out, and we're going to use the cutter to cut the rope on this thing here. And then from there, we're going to click on the suitcase, and we're going to pick up the electric tape inside, and then we're going to scroll over to the right of the screen, and we're going to click on all of the boxes and the books on the floor here to tidy things up. And then from there, we're going to click on the rug to reveal a key. And then last but not least, we're going to click on the poster on the wall, and that should unlock the Spick and Span achievement for tidying up the room. And then from there, we're going to use the key on the desk here. So click on the desk, use the key to unlock it, and then pick up the button inside, and we can back out, and we're going to click on the TV, and we're going to place the button on the right side of the TV. And then we're going to number these buttons here 1 through 5, starting with number 2. So press number 2. And then 4, 5, 1, and then 3, and that will open up the TV and give you a key. We can pick that up and back out, click on the door, and then use the key to unlock the door, and then open it up and head through. In this area here, we're going to click on the lock on the front of the bike, and then you can copy the solution to unlock it. Once you unlock it, you can pick up the button inside, and then we're going to head over to the right side, and we're going to click on the doorbell next to the door here, and we're going to place the button inside of that there. And then we're going to use the electric tape on the wire above the doorbell, and then you can ring the doorbell and head through the door. In this area here, just play the notes. Spin the crank, play the notes, and then pick up the feather. Pick up the key on the box here, and then scroll over to the left a bit and pick up the crank on the floor. And then we can interact with the lockbox here, and we can use the crank and the key to unlock it. and we can pick up the button inside. And then we're going to take that over to the right, and we're going to click on the violin case here, and we're going to place the button on the lock, and then click on the button, and then click on this scarf here. Next up, we're going to click on the table that we were just sitting at. We're going to click on the wallet, open it up, and pick up the money over on the left side. And then we're going to back out and give that money to the guy behind the counter. Next up, we're going to open up the window on the right side, and then we're going to click on the box on the chair, and we're going to press the bottom middle button, the top left button, and the top right button to open it up. And we can pick up a piece of cake inside, and then we're going to head over to the left, and we need to open up all 3 of the windows here, since later on there is an achievement for opening up all of the windows. And then once you have that, you can head through the door. Next up, we're going to click on the cake in our inventory, and we're going to drag that over to the left side, and we're going to place it on the plate here on the bench, and then head back over to the right, and we're going to click on the gate, and then try to open it up, and then you can back out, and that'll spawn in some birds, and then from there, we're going to click on all 3 of the birds, and then the bird on the right side should drop a little button for you there. Make sure you get that, and then we can head over to the left, and we can find the second button on the bench next to the bird, and then click on the post office box, and we're going to unlock it by pressing the 3 buttons on the left side and then the middle button on the right side. And then once you have that open, make sure you click on the bird there a few times, and then you can pick up the final button, and we can back out and head back towards the gate. And we're going to click on the gate and then use those buttons that we picked up to unlock it, and then we can head through. In this area here, just click on the notes as usual. Next up, we're going to pick up the pitcher hidden behind the box here, and we're going to fill that up with water over on the left side. And then with that, we're going to water the plant next to our character, and then we can pick up the key on top of the plant and use that to unlock the book that the guy is holding over on the right side. Alright, so in this area here, we're going to click on the second table over on the right side, and we're going to pick up the blue piece of paper, and then click on the pile of feathers, and pick up the matches under them, and then use the matches to light the candle and the cup, and then once the candle burns away, make sure that you pick up the cup, and then we can back out, and we're going to click on the kitchen sink over here, and we're going to fill the teapot with the third thing of tea, and then the milk, and we're going to pour that teapot into the teacup, and then pick that up, and then place the cup on the little plate, and then from there we're going to fill this one up with the first thing of tea and the flour at the end there, and then pour that into the cup as well. Take the cup, and then you can back out, and scroll over to the right side, and then on the wall we're going to click on this lock here, and we're going to enter 0, 2, 3, 7, and that'll unlock it, and we can pick up the crowbar inside, and then we're going to head back to the table on the left side, click on it, and click on the flower next to the vase there, and then we can place the cups on the plates here. And now we can get the cookies from the oven, and we're going to place those on the table. And then once you place them, just keep clicking on them until they fully disappear. Now you can head through the door to the next area. In this area here, pick up the coral reef at the top right, and then click on the bucket and pick up the starfish under it, and then scroll over to the right, grab the crowbar from your inventory, and use that to open up the crate, and then pick up the tack inside, and then we're going to scroll back over to the left, and over here we can get the right tastes better achievement for only eating the right side of the ice cream cone. So interact with the ice cream stand, and then only click on the right side there, and then eventually that'll unlock the achievement. And then once we have that, we're going to pick up the flag on the left side right here. And then there is a second flag on the ship that has an X on it. Pick that one up as well. And then once you have those two, we can click on the sand castle. And we're going to place the flag with the diamond over on the right side. And the flag with an X is going to go on the left. And then that will reveal a turtle. Once he moves away, we can pick up the shell. And then we're going to take that over to the owl on the right side. And we're going to click on the bottle. And then from there, we're going to place the shell, the starfish, the coral, and the flower inside of the bottle. head through the door to the next area. Use the matches from your inventory to light the campfire, and then scroll over to the left side, and we're going to open up the caravan door, click on the camera to get a camera lens, and then scroll all the way over to the right side, click on this box on the ground here, and then click on the lock in the middle, and we're going to set the time to 3:05. Open it up and pick up the scissors inside, and then back out and click on the telescope here and equip it with the camera lens. And then again, click on the telescope, and we're going to scroll over to the right side and slightly up until we see the stars here. And then you want to line those up with the circles. And then we can back out and click on the telescope over on the left side here. And this time we're going to move over to the left and again, line the circles up with the stars. Head over to the left and click on the table here, and then we're going to place the blue piece of paper from our inventory, and we're going to use these scissors to cut all 4 of the corners. And then once you do that, we're going to click on all 4 of the corners as well to fold them in, and we can use the tack from our inventory to make a little fan blade, and then we can pick that up and we can back out and head over to the right and then click on this tree stump here, and we're going to place the fan blade on it just like that. Alright, so we're going to turn on all 5 of the lights in the room, and then we're going to pick up the feather. Alright, so turn on the water, and then empty the dirty clothes basket, and pick up the scarf on the right side, and then head over to the left a little bit, pick up the red bucket, and then take that back over to the right side, and fill it up with water. And then from there, we're going to head all the way over to the left side, and we're going to open up the cabinet here, and pick up the soap inside, and then open up the washer, place the dirty scarf inside, and then close it, and click on the top left side, and we can pour in the water and the soap. And then once you add those two ingredients, we can turn it on using the knob on the right side. And then while that washes, you can click the radio off once. That'll unlock an achievement. And then you can click on the safe, and we're going to enter 1915, and that'll unlock another achievement. So you should unlock 2 achievements back to back. And then once you unlock those 2 achievements, we can enter the correct code, which is 1935. Open up the safe and pick up the pills inside. And then back out, open up the washer, pick up the scarf, and then head over to the right side. And we can refill the bucket with water. And then once you have that, we can give the owl the scarf and the pills. Play the musical notes as usual. And now we can head through the gate. Next up, we're going to pick up the pills in between all of the potted plants here, and then head over to the left, interact with this lock, and you can copy the solution on screen. Make sure you pick up the seeds, and then you can interact with the flower pot here, place the seeds inside, and then pour the bucket of water. And once the flower grows, make sure you pick up the petals at the top there, and then you can back out, head over to the right, and give the pills and the flowers to the owl. Play the notes. And now we can head through that glass door there. Play the notes again. Click on the power box on the top left side of the door here, and we're going to enter 13, 12, 15. Press enter, then that'll open up this switch here. Click the switch, that'll turn the light on over on the right side. And then next to the plant on the right side, you can pick up the little shovel. And then we're going to head over to the left and we're going to click on this puzzle with the owls and the birds. And we're going to click on the third owl. And then the first bird, the second bird. And then we're going to click on all three of the owls. And then all three of the birds. And then all three of the owls. And then move the two birds. And move the final owl, and that'll solve the puzzle. And you can pick up the block. If you messed up, you can restart the puzzle by pressing the button. Next up, we're going to head over to the left, and we're going to interact with all of the laundry here, and then interact with the blue shirt, pick up the bolt cutter, or the cutter, and then head out through the glass door. And then outside here, we're going to use the shovel on the pile of dirt there. And then interact with the box here, and you have to spin all of these pieces here until you solve it. Once you solve it, you can pick up the block inside, and then we're going to head through the gate. And then head over to the left, and we're going to click on the box on the table here, and we're going to use the cutter to open it up. And then on the right side, you want to raise that piece up, raise the second piece up, move that piece over to the right, and then these two pieces up, the bottom left piece all the way over to the right, and then lower these two pieces here. Move this piece over to the left, and then you can lower the flower. That'll solve the puzzle. You can pick up the block inside, and then we can back out, head back through the gate, and then we're going to head through the glass door over on the left side. Interact with the locked door here, and then we can place all three of the blocks. And then once you have all three of those placed, we have to press the square, the circle, the triangle, the circle, and then the square, and that'll open up the door, and you can head through. Alright, next up we need to find the pills by searching the room. So click on the wardrobe thing, open up the cabinet there, and click on all of the towels. Click on the plant, click on the mirror, click on the bed, and then head over to the left. Click on the plant on the shelf up here. Click on all of these books on the shelf. Make sure you get this plant on the table. Get the little blanket off the chair. This potted plant, and then when you open up the clock, the pills should be inside. If not, you probably missed something. Make sure that you break all of the plants in this room before continuing, and then once everything's broken and messed up, you can give the pills to the owl there. Click on the door and head through. In this area here, you need to open up all 4 of the windows for an achievement, and while you're at it, open up all of the boxes in the room to find the musical note. Make sure you pick that up, and then before you continue, make sure you get the achievement for opening all of the windows. And then once you have that, we can click on the owl here, and then we can head through the door. Next up, you need to click on all of the sandcastles in this area to reveal the note. And then you can click on the owl and head through the door. In this area here, you need to break all of the potted plants and pick up the note, and that should unlock the Shattered achievement for breaking all of the potted plants. And then once you have that, you can click on the owl and head through the door. Next up, you need to click on all 3 of the statue pillars here, place the notes inside to open up the compartments. Make sure you pick up the feathers inside as well. And then from there, once you have all 3 of the notes placed and you pick up all 3 of the feathers, you can head over to the right, click on the girl here, and place the 3 feathers in her hands. Play all of the musical notes as usual. Head through the door over on the left side there. Next up, during the credits here, you need to make sure that you play all of the musical notes, so click fast and make sure you get all of them. Alright, and once you unlock that achievement there, that'll be your full completion. So that's it. Thank you guys for watching. Leave a like on the video if the guide was helpful. Subscribe if you're new to the channel. And as always, I will see you guys next time. Huge shout out to my Patreon supporters, ChanSpanch1, TimG84, JAGS, Stacy Mackey, and my 2 legend supporters, Niku no Nioi and MonarchReptar.